My husband has struggled with severe insomnia for years, but this trick has made such a positive difference in his sleep that he gave me the green light to make this video in case it was helpful for anyone else. To give you an idea of how bad his insomnia has been over the past 10 years, when it first started, it actually meant he literally stopped sleeping all of a sudden, to the point where it was severely impacting his overall health. Prescription medication made little or no difference. He ended up trying all sorts of natural remedies, trying things from GNC, from the local, basically the natural health stores, tryptophan, just all these different vitamins, minerals, nutrients. And funnily enough, he ended up finding out that drinking Rockstar or Monster energy drinks in the morning, that was the most effective thing helping him. And the best that we can figure out is that it's just because there's a ridiculous amount of vitamin B in those. But just he was trying everything, nothing was working, or just made so little impact that it wasn't noticeable when he had to get up for work in the next morning. This has made a difference. So here we go. I would like to introduce you to the diffuser and an essential oil called Wild Orange. We were introduced to this by somebody who's a doTERRA consultant. These are both doTERRA brand. And Wild Orange does not help you get to sleep, but once you are asleep, it keeps you from consistently waking up, and that's why my husband was getting no rest. He couldn't sleep, and then when he did conk out, he woke up so many times during the night. So Wild Orange, he has, once he's fallen asleep, pretty much stayed asleep, and actually many times now gotten a full night's sleep. He put his head down and didn't wake up again until the morning. So if you wanted to get a hold of this, here's the combination, how to make the best use of it. When you get this, the essential oil, this is a 5 milliliter one, and I think it also comes in 15 milliliters. And a very reasonable price. We just placed a reorder and it's $11.50 per bottle. So $11.50 for something like this, fantastic. What you do is you just put your finger over the end, tip it over, and the little bit of essential oil that's on your finger, that goes underneath your nose. So the person who's having trouble sleeping, they just dab it underneath their nostrils to make sure that they're inhaling it directly. And then the diffuser, so if you get one of these for your room, and we'll see if I can get it off, the lid off with one hand. There we go. You simply take the lid off, and this is plugged into the electrical outlet. You can see on the inside there's just an open space, and this is where the water goes. So I'm going to pour water in all the way up to the little red line marker there. So it doesn't really take all that much. Then you take your Wild Orange, and you only really need a drop or 2 drops, and then you close up the lid, simply putting it back on. You'll notice again as I put the lid on, I said this is a doTERRA product. So you can see, oops, I'm splashing a little bit, doTERRA on the lid there. And this, you just press mist, and we like to have it diffusing for longer, so 4 hours, and especially because you're trying to get a good night's sleep, you'll want more time. So you hit the misting button for 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, and you can either leave this on as a night light or just hit the light button and it turns it off. And that's pretty much it. So the person having trouble sleeping now has the essential oil underneath their nose for direct inhalation, and it's being diffused into the room in general. So this is atomizing the oil and causing it to just slowly but very effectively fill the room, fill the space, so that you are inhaling it during your sleep. And the cool thing is that my husband has benefited from it, but sharing the room with him, obviously I'm getting the benefits too, and I noticed that my sleep changed positively. I didn't really have sleep problems, but I'm just feeling that much more rested, so that's really cool. This has not been all that expensive, especially compared to some of the other solutions that we were trying. So again, the Wild Orange oil was $11 and change. The diffuser is a little bit more expensive, but we got it on a special sale. So from what I've seen online, the various diffusers that are out there, you're usually looking, by the time you've paid for the diffuser and taxes and shipping, at spending maybe a little bit less than $100. But this honestly was one of the best investments that we've made, and sales do come up. So if you're looking for how to get a hold of these things and you're looking at getting it for a better price, here's the best recommendation I can give. If you are in Canada or the United States, hop on Facebook and look for the Facebook group Making Essential Oils Work. That group is run by a woman named Chrissy Vance, and that woman knows her oils. She's the one that we place our orders through. What I absolutely love about her is that she really is intentional about education. She makes sure that people understand, you know, what oils are a good fit and why they're working. If you have a problem, you can check in with her and say, you know, I'm experiencing this. Are there any oils that you would recommend? And it's not just, oh, I think this might work. She does her research and she's very knowledgeable. So we've ended up experimenting with essential oils. The funny thing was, when we were first introduced to them, some of the stuff we tried did not work, so I thought it was just fruity garbage. And then the more she was teaching us, the more that we were learning, we tried some different things, and just like this wild orange, could not ignore the results. And so we're going a little bit farther down the rabbit hole and learning more and trying out some more stuff. And Chrissy is our person. She's our go-to for all things oils. So Canada or the US, hop on Facebook, find the Facebook group Making Essential Oils Work, and I would highly recommend placing orders through her. She'll take really good care of you. So for anybody out there who is having trouble sleeping, we know what that's like. It's brutal, and I'm sorry that you've been going through that, but I really hope that watching this video and finding out about this tool, I'm hoping that this makes a positive difference for you. So sweet dreams, all the best. Bye.